Let's just give it the roughness. Call it a fucking day. Ooh, now there's an interesting piece of. Oh my god. Oh wow, yeah. No, that's yeah. Oh fuck me. That is serendipitous.
Madden?
We're doing this. Does this even count as a Blender tutorial? Well, technically what? How? Well, we'll figure it out. Because I have to make this as one of our 3D modelers that we have undo is now making the Don. And we have to finish making uh shit, what was I gonna say? Fuck. Um Unwrap. Uh should we just unwrap it? Yeah, just unwrap it. Now I gotta scale this down. Yeah. No, no. Where's the free transform? Free transform. Put this. Wait, what? What's that extra face? That's a good question. Hmm. Ooh, no, undo that. Hold on. Right, there we go. Ugh, great, I gotta select again. Undo. What the hell? Alright, hold on. There we go. Now I'll just free transform this. Mm. Come. There. Free transform. There we go. I'll smooth this up here. So that way, hopefully, it doesn't intertangle with. Hold on. You know what? I'll smooth this up. And then I'm just going to go here. I'm going to hit A. No. There we go. I got all these. And I'll just move these down. So that way it doesn't entangle with anything. Scale this down. Ugh. W. T? No, not T. What's the hotkey for you? Yeah, it's. Oh, it's Shift Spacebar T. Shift. Okay. Shift Spacebar. What? Fine, fuck it. Just click on it. Now I gotta scale this down. There, that should do it. Alright. Alright. Does this even count as a tutorial? Well, they can follow along. Because, like I said, this is. Hold on. This is, whatchamacallit. Wait, what happened? Because I moved it, now it's all. Now I just need to recolor this whole thing. Oh, okay. And to do that, I am going to go back into texture paint mode, select the fill key, which, yeah, I have it, and just, oh. And now I have to make a new layer. You want to explain who the Don is? The Don is the president of the Superheroes Union and president of the Supervillains Union. And if you say that's a conflict of interest, he'll tell you to keep your fucking mouth shut. So, oh no, because I have to pick a color. My bad. My bad. I'll do orange. Shit. Hold on. I gotta make sure. Let me go back into UV mode. UV editing. I'm gonna hit all, but I'm gonna highlight these. Hold down shift. Oh, come on. Wait, what? Okay, so it's this top ring. This yeah, it's this top and this bottom. Do I want to make it a separate entity? You know what? No, I got a better idea. What I gotta do? I'm gonna go back into layout. Instead of the UV editing tab, I'm gonna go into layout. I'm going to go back into texture paint, and I'll just have the variant right here. I'm just gonna make the thing a little bigger. Boom. Yeah, that sounds about right. Uh, and yeah, that's about right. Because I don't want to make it. I don't want to have torn fabric in here. But I have to paint the. Hold on, I gotta go back in here. Why? Because I'm seeing that. Ow. What? Wait, what? Oh man, that was. Make sure it's bright. Okay. Yeah. There. There. It's a little worn. That's fine. Now I gotta make sure I paint the roughness. That's that's fine. No one's gonna notice. Uh, New image. Let's do. Let's paint the normal map. Blender kit. Oh, come on, you know I meant brushes. No, no printable. Tools. Oh, brushes right there. Oh my god. Um, what do I want to give for normal map? Oh, that looks like that pattern. But it's locked. I have to subscribe, and I'm not doing that. Ah, maybe the stubble brush? Yeah, let's go with the stubble brush. And now we can close Blender Kit. For those who don't know what Blender Kit is, it's this helpful resource where you can grab like, free assets. In this case, I'm just using the brush to paint normals rather than using a texture to paint it in. Which in all honesty, I'll actually paint another texture. I'll use a texture, a tileable texture that I have as a brush later on when I'm painting the metallic map for the bottom part of this stool. Oh, that looks good. just gotta make sure I paint with urgency. If you want to know where you can grab Blender Kit, just look up Blender Kit and download it. It's a free, it's an actual add-on for Blender, and I got to admit, like it's really good. Because I was actually thinking of looking into making my own brushes, but at this point, I don't necessarily need to because I have this. Since and with Blender Kit, I can just have that, and even then, I could just use texture work for the other stuff. So when are you gonna get to the whatchamacallit, the other part? Now. Oh, yeah. I have to go into here, and then the bottom part, the middle part. Ah, man, right there. Oh yeah. So here, let's click that because I separated it already. Let's go to brushes. No, there we go. What does that do? It toggles. I think it should have toggled it off. Uh, did that. Let's see if this thing's painted on. Doesn't look like it. Let's go to edit mode. Unwrap. Smart UV project. Okay. You're sure smart UV project is the right thing? Well, in all honesty, because it's just gonna be, metal. Ow. Yeah. There's no point. Like, it'll be fine. Let's go back into texture paint. See if this works. Aren't you painting? Well, shiny orange. Well, technically, all it needs is the normal map and the fucking metallic and roughness. Speaking of, I gotta paint the roughness on that, don't I? Ah, yeah. I'll switch the brush up. Let's go back. Let's use. Is this one locked? No. I'll use that one. Alright. Why is it scaling up? Depending on the brush. Oh. Are you okay with that? Yeah, I'm fine with it. I don't mind that. Because this is just painting on the texture. Yeah, let's just do one more. Uh, yeah. And yeah. Ugh. Yeah, it is cropping hard. Yeah, but like nobody's gonna notice. You sure? Is this gonna be a physics object? I don't know. Because I don't like. Although I'm developing East Village and shit like that, I don't know what this is gonna be. Like, part of me wants to say it's gonna be for a game, but like, a big chunk of this metallic is gonna have to be, um, big chunk of this is just gonna have to be, yeah, what? There we go. Big chunk of this is just gonna be, um, what's the word I'm looking for? Because this is for reference for some of the characters, rather for our animated stuff in Capes and Cowls, the animated show that's on the animated pilots on a streaming service and Relay. Because our pilot episode, well, I mean, they could technically do the pilot episode here on YouTube too, but like Montebello's Italian Grill Eatery, Space Cities, like Repair Bay, that was all made and for reference for space road rules. When is that gonna go back into development? I have to hire another animator for that job. Let's go here. Let's paint the roughness. Uh, yep. Strength has to be lower, I think. I'm not liking it. I don't like it. I'll leave the roughness alone. I'll get rid of the roughness layer altogether, matter of fact. You sure? Yeah. I don't care if it can't be undone. Let's go back to materials. I'm gonna go to the chair part. Uh, this one, I'm definitely using the roughness channel. And then you need roughness painted on. No, strength has to be at 1. Why do you want it shiny? Why not? I'm gonna make the radius bigger so I don't have to deal with all this. Alright, so that's done. Mm. Alright, so that's done. So that means I can go into object mode and clone the shit out of this. Texture paint. Object mode. Shift D and X. Shift D X. Oh man, the shift key's stuck again, isn't it? Get a new keyboard. This keyboard has sentimental value. Nope. Nope. That's enough for placeholder. What am I gonna work on next? Didn't you say you wanted to do that? Do the table. Yeah, that makes sense. Table's not gonna be that difficult because the table's black except the middle part, which is gonna be uh, quick you paint node. I don't want ambient occlusion. Color, new image. It's gonna be the color. And scroll up. Oh, right, I'm not in texture paint mode. Okay. Make sure it's black. And then I'll fill it. Well, it won't be that black. It won't be that dark. That should do it. And then I'll just fill it. Ah, fill. Ew, no. There we go. And now there's the middle part. It would be nice if I could view the wireframe in this. But it's fine. The middle part's supposed to be white. Oh. Color. Let's move this up. Radius. I'm still in fill mode, which I cannot be in. Shut this down. And they should do it. Man. Good lord. There. The underside. Who cares? Okay. Are you gonna put cloth or anything? Wait, are there gonna be dishes and stuff? I might asset flip those, but worst case, well, I don't think I'm gonna asset flip those because I already made pots and pans. Might as well just go all in, make fucking kitchen utensils, napkins maybe. Oh, we smoke. Oh yeah, scratch my little pelvis. Gotta give this thing a normal map and a roughness. Now, you sure that's a good idea? What? You're, you're painting, but you can't see it. Well, the whole thing's supposed to be roughed out, so. The only things that are going to get normal mapped are the top portions of the top side of the table. Not the legs, none of the legs. Orange, roughness, normal map. Let's see what brushes I can. Hey! Let's see what brushes I can use. Well, for starters, should I use the heart? For what? Well, because I can scale it out. Oh, are you sure? Yeah. Maybe? Yeah, I'll show you. At least I think you can scale it out. Yeah, you can just place one down. Where do you want to place it? That's a good question. I don't know. Let me open this back up. Maybe I'm not feeling that. You know, you could use that bumpiness. Nah, that. I just don't want to use that because that doesn't look. Maybe? Does this have a lock on it? I think so. Fuck. Hmm. Nah, not marble. I'll use the marble stuff for the kit for the sink in the bathroom. Maybe. Oh no, oh, basically the bottom row has locks. All right, that does that mean you're gonna sign up? I might. Well, there are other ways I can mitigate that, but right for now, not really. Uh, what's it looking? Ooh, okay, yeah, I can work with that. Let's turn the radius a little. Let's turn the radius right around there. Stay away from the light. I'm sure that's a good idea. Honestly, yeah, because I think because like if it's on these sides, it gives the table a little more personality. that chili cheeseburger, man. Whew. Chili cheeseburgers are great. Can't beat a mom and pop shop. I remember when what you would call it actually had decent chili cheeseburgers, Rallies or Checkers. All right, that's done. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Not edit mode. Does this really need anything? What, the chair? Yeah. The chair is pure white. The legs are black. Yeah, but I think just leaving it white as is accents it. I think you should paint the chair legs black. You know what you should do? You should live stream this. Hmm? Live stream it. Well, maybe. I'll ask maybe I'll do that and ask chat's opinion. But when not this is not for this. When I'm developing like the bus stops and shit. For now, I'm just gonna throw a normal map and roughness. Yeah. Paint. There's a good brush. Yeah. Really? Yeah. Why? No, I'm just feeling the thumb. I'm just feeling the fingerprint. Is that scalable? I think so. Let's go here. Shift that. And yeah, you can. Yeah. Why do you want to do that? Honestly, since the Don frequents it and the Don does act like a fucking mob boss, I don't know. I'm just feeling the fingerprint on the cushion. I'll grab another brush though for the. Does this have a lock? No, it doesn't. All right, cool. I'm gonna close this out for the back for the back part of the chair. Mm, mm. All right, I'm gonna check this out. Nope. No, I did not say you can extrude. I am just going to select. All right, gonna unwrap. Dot. Uh-huh. So that's why there's no detail. That's fine. I'm gonna unwrap this. Maybe it's because I have to highlight it. Unwrap. Cube projection. This down. This out. What if it doesn't paint? If it doesn't paint, then it won't. That's not the end of the world. I just thought this would be. I just wanted to have a nice little touch. Huh. Yeah. Oh, so it really was because of the faces. Yeah, the faces. Oh, okay. Yeah. That should do it. Now I'll just add the roughness and call it a day. Will roughness even work on like such a bright color? I don't think so, but it's not. If I add it, I'm just gonna add it anyway. Give me 12. it's not doing anything. I know. Like I said, it's not the end of the world. It's not just I don't care. Oh well, strength needs to be like eh, I can see. Yeah, I can see a little difference. Yeah, me too. Eh, up this radius, because I don't want to spend all day painting roughness onto a fucking thing. Because it has to. Because the roughness is going to affect the whole model, not a specific part of it. All right, we're done here. Let's get out. Oh, welcome, game developers and 3D modelers to, I guess, is this a tutorial? Because this feels like, you know, you're just dev diaring. Yeah, I'll consider it both. What about the destructible mesh thing? Here's the problem with the destructible mesh. Oh no, X. It's just that, see, the destructible meshes, I could still do it if people want, if people in the comments comment it. Oh, why I meant. See, I'd rather do this than the fucking Let's Plays. Lord knows I am tired of doing Let's Plays. I was having more fun with the game show, in all honesty. Then you should do that. Like, I can make more shit. Yeah, okay, I was just so like, I can make more game shows. It's just that. Oh, the long table. Why'd you do that? Because I'm not gonna make the fucking long table. I'm gonna copy this, but I'll just move this. I'm gonna Y. Shift D. Y. There. There's your long table. You still have the short table. Yeah, and look how many chairs there are. Ah, yeah. I'm fine. Shift D. Y. Like, I had more fun making the game show and the fucking um uh uh tier lists. No. I made another episode of the game show. Well, not another episode, another game show. It's just I have to find I want to find past guests of our podcast to partake in said game show. I gotta admit, man, this is looking nice. Yeah, it is. That bar table's gonna be a pain. Is that on one object? What, the bar table? Yeah, it's just this. The cabinet's also gonna be a pain in the ass. I gotta stop that up with liquor? Ugh. For now, no. Nope. Because we have to come up with all manner of fake beers and shit like that. And right now, as it stands, right now, as it stands, we are still making sure that the main building stuffs are completed. So right now we are not focused on fictional like liver killing liquor or beer or the bar. That's this is all black. Do I really want roughness? Well, that I'll worry about that later. I want to focus on the interior. Okay. All right. Uh, so this is the podium. This is gonna be wood. Go to Yeah. All right. So this is gonna be wood with the exception of you and you. All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to assign materials. So I'm gonna make a new material. Let's do a quick node setup. I'm gonna scroll down. Uh, Podium. Yeah. Okay. Now server view, and it will have you and actually what? Man, all right. Let's try this again. No. All right, fine. You can have it your way. Ugh. Hey, 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 mouse. Thank you. I have to admit, this looks Montevello's looks pretty damn nice. As it, well, I mean, like as far as the prototype piece is concerned, it's coming to life. That's what I mean. Yeah, I know. I get it. A sign. What? No, a sign. I don't care about the preview guy with that. Come on. Thank you. What? 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 Uh, a sign. All right. Let's go for the podium. So for the most part, this thing has to be wooden. And then, so the base color is going to be brown. As far as the normal map, I'll have I'll have to paint. I think I have a wooden floor texture. You have to, okay. So I'll just use that. And fuck, that means I gotta have to. Should the shells be a separate texture channel? Dude, you're overthinking this. Yeah, you're right. I am. All right. So let's get started with the color. Let's get started with the base color of brown. New image, color. Uh, nope. No, I didn't mean. Fuck. You can paint. Texture paint. Uh, Here's a good brown. You know, I got a better idea. Let's go here. Hexadecimal for brown. Okay, just give me a fucking. There. No, shit. Uh, Hexadecimal. Are you serious? That's what you give me for brown? Ew, no. God, no. try this again. There, much better. Oh my god. Now you just fill this. Ugh. Shut up, narrator. No, this is actually very funny. Fuck off. There. That's a lot better. And now, go up here where I have the normal mapping. And I have to paint the wood on it. So, scroll, brushes, open. Where are you, digital media? Oh, I'm in 3D models, that's why. Snip. Tileable. Is that a wall? No. Okay. Dirtiness. Has to be floor then, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What? Okay. Alright. You're not gonna give me this, are you? I think it's gonna, yeah, it's gonna paint the pattern. Yeah. So new. I'll just go here. Ugh. Fine. Bark it is. What's this? Ew, there's lots of stretching. It's fine. Because nobody's gonna care about the stretching for the inside. Alright, so now that the bark is done, the extreme at the bottom, I gotta do that. Okay. So now comes the roughness. Strength's at one, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. Into the cut. That is a fucking shiny piece of wood. Mm. So what are you gonna do with the top part? I'm probably gonna make that leather. All right then. Scratched my leg. Mm. Sick as fuck last week. Couldn't do any goddamn tutorializing. Maybe you should live stream. I, like I said, I might. I don't see why not. In all honesty, there's nothing wrong with live streaming and getting the people's opinions. You know, other than if you're a trolling dick, but that's just par for the course. X that out. Let's do a new. I gotta make sure this is black. No, because I have to because I have to fill it, and I have to make sure it's black. So let's fill it. You know what? I'm not so sure. Not that dark. Hmm? The server stuff's right. Oh right. I didn't know an image. Color. Now I can fill it. There we go. That's better. Yeah, yeah. Now I paint the normal. I didn't say minus. An image. Normal. When will you end this? When I feel like it. How about that, bitch? Honestly, this is probably gonna be the last thing I text her. Oh, that has a lock though. Damn it. Wait, this one doesn't. Let's try that. Yeah. Alright, and then I can scale it. Fuck yeah. Alright. Undo that. Let's go there. Try to go for the center. And that should do it. Uh, yeah. Yeah. Right there. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's looking nice. That is fucking on point. Let's switch up the brushes. That's a lot, though. This one doesn't. Alright, let me try that. Scale down the radius. Close this out. Scale down the radius some more. It is a fucking damn it. I wish this wasn't scaling. This. Alright. Wish there was some way you could filter what is and isn't scalable. That's not the end of the world. It's just trial and error, and you gotta have good memory. I'm not gonna cry over it. Let's try the grunge brush. Cause that yeah, that can make it interesting. Ugh. You're not liking it? Mm-mm. It goes way too contrasty with the centerpiece. You want to get rid of the centerpiece? Absolutely not. The centerpiece is too good. Wish there was a maybe else if there some type of noise. How about that? Oh, damn it. No, not the handprint one. Try this. Didn't you already try that? I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, it's scalable. Damn it. All right, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm gonna leave this alone. I'm gonna leave this alone. Let's just give it. Let's just give it the roughness. Call it a fucking day. Ooh, now there's an interesting piece of. Oh my god. Oh wow, yeah. No, that's yeah. Oh fuck me. That is serendipitous. Look at that beautiful thing right there. So what are you gonna do with the top part? I know, that's the thing. I don't know. Part of me wants to leave it as is. Wait, really? Yeah. Real quick, you could paint setup. What do you mean by, like, leave it white? That's what I'm thinking. I'll make it black. New image. Let's go with color. Okay. Let's get rid of this. Now, let's have the fill brush going. Why are you stopping? Because Yeah. I need to have a logo for Montebello's Italian Grill Eatery. Are you gonna use like, um? Well, why don't you make one? That's so um. Essentially, I don't know what the logo's gonna look like, so I should stop texturing that. Serious? Yeah. I just realized that's such a waste of time. Well, it's not a waste of time. That looks so good. It does. Yeah. So what's the last thing you're going to text her? I might as well just the last bit for this particular video is gonna have to be this. There's object mode. And this is all black. The table's gray. Okay. I knew I shouldn't have made a copy of this. Let's get rid of that. And that. Extra paint. Fill bucket. Let's make it black. Yeah, down to paint the normal map. What? Normal. Okay. Let's go. Oh, but that's locked. Uh, yeah. All right. Uh-oh. What? I know what I gotta do. Oh, you have to unwrap. Yep. Mm-mm. Why do you go to the UV editing window? Uh, it's fine. I like the different layouts because it means I get really in my head when I'm just like OCD like that. I'm like, no, this has to be this window. This has to be this window. Da, 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 da. You barely do that for your UE5 tutorials. Oh yeah, those are tutorials, not full-on fucking dev diaries. Actually, you know what? Let's hit A. I'm gonna unwrap. Uh, yeah, we're gonna do smart UV project. Is that a smart idea? Is that really a good idea? It'll be fun. Well, let's go back here. Texture paint. Fill. Boom. Let's go back into paint mode. We have our thing selected. Let's paint these normals. This might be a pain in the ass for your animators to do in 2D, right? Yeah, I know. And maybe not, because they could just layer it. Well, it's not just that, because I forget who. I think it was like it was either Shajid, Al, or Ludo. I think Ludo was also talking to me about it, like actually incorporating 3D assets into our 2D animation. Is that a good idea? Well, you are fine with it. I'm fine with it in harmony. I'm not sure how I feel about it in a comedy series like Capes and Cowls. Oh, Doug, Simpsons and Family Guy do that. Yeah, Futurama did that too, and I'm like, because you have to because those are high quality like 3D models. These are just like the way especially when I put out that ad in Blender, because I advocate only for game ready assets, nothing too high poly whatsoever. Do you really want roughness on this? You're right. I'm being an idiot. We're done here. Object mode. View paint setup. You're just gonna be gray. Why don't you just set the color in the color right now? That's fine. Damn it! Why does that happen? Because I'm over the plugins menu. Ah. If you hit Control Tab when you're in the plugins menu, it tabs through it cycles through your plugins. Ugh. I should go into fill because this is going to be a filled object. No, you are going to be gray. But wait, what? I said fill. Damn it! Why isn't it? Huh? But you're gonna be that way. I'll make you gray one way or another, bitch. Let's get the normals going. Oh shit. Oh man, I think you had the normal mapping channel on. Fuck. Ugh. Okay. Alright. That's why. Ugh. Wait, I'm still in 3D models. Alright, that's why we have edit mode. Smart UV project. Rapid detection paint. No, I'm not seeing it neither. Shit. What are we gonna do? Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world. No, that's just ugly. And it's locked. No, no, no. This one ain't. Is it working? I don't think so. Yeah, it is. Just doesn't look good. It just does not look good. Make the roughness and be done with it. But you're not happy with the thing. If I alter the texture, I'll alter the texture. Till then, I don't fucking have to do that. Wow, okay, that came out of my fucking. That's fine. Let me just go over the other side. Actually, this is done. I'm done with this. Let's go back into edit mode. I mean, edit mode, object mode. Grab these two. Shift D F. Not F. Not the Z axis. Come on now. X. Okay. Two booths. Holy crap. Yeah, I gotta admit, this is looking pretty good. Yeah, what time is it? Ah, fuck. It's only like 6. Yeah, but I have to get to bed pretty soon. Why? Because I have to get ready for I have a meeting tomorrow, and that's gonna be pain in the ass. Okay. Same deal. It's gonna be wood, but there has to be a gold trim. But I did say the booth and the table was the last thing about the texture. And I gotta do some R&D. I don't want the... Part of me just doesn't want this being wood. Well, it's not going to be wood because because this part right here is gonna be fucking a different color altogether. Probably metal. Or rather, no. The sinks will be metal. This will be black. I don't want this to just be wood. Yeah? So what, glass? I don't want being glass neither. And the symbol needs to be here too. Damn. So much work to do. Oh yeah, you said you'd do urinals. No, I'm not. You're not? No. I'm just gonna have them all be... Fine, I'll do a fucking urinal. I'll fucking make a urinal. Okay. Alright. Why did I make a copy of this? Wait. Oh, that's why. Because it's all the same. Look, they're both the same. Fuck it. I'm gonna fucking. What am I gonna do? What? It sounds like you don't want to stop working. I don't. End it here, narrator. You sure? Yeah. And there you have it, game developers and 3D modelers. Are you gonna keep going with this? Yeah. Until if I get people in the comment section saying, "Hey, do this," then I'll do that. But like until then, this is what I'm gonna do. And just keep progressively making more assets for the fucking thing. Ugh. Hold on. I'm gonna keep making assets for East Village. I think I'm gonna rename that playlist too, because it's not just East Village. Oh yeah, because there's Lake Butte, Jelly Fields, Concrete City, Tatsunoka, Oyster Bay. Ugh. Yeah, all that needs to be said and done. Texturing when this thing's gonna be such a fucking bitch.